Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the UCLA Bruins offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Bruins trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point was good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense has the ball for the first time. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 2nd down. Rushes on him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Man, he was back there and in the quarterback's face before the Bruin faithful could finish an 8-clap.
I mean, just getting off the ball so quick, penetrating. When you got defensive linemen that can get upfield, rush the quarterback, every Bruins fan will be jacked up.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this team came out with their hair on fire. The offense drives down the field, scores a touchdown on their opening possession, and now the defense is dominating as well. Already their 2nd sack, and you've got to give this head coach a ton of credit. He did a great job getting this football team physically and mentally ready to play here today.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. On the move at the 30. They knock him down, but he's got set of downs after the completion. On the move, it's Allen. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's up at 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Bruins have their offense in high gear. A first down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again. He noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. A second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cheek. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. He's got his man. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. The Bruins lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. Looking for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
They have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Washington. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
And the Bruins are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to power it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Defense going all in to stop the run. Got it back on second and goal. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Bruins will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Indiana, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wants to go up top on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, UCLA! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And now this offense will take the field again. Wants to throw on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you needed some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Hums it downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
And the Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Off the play fake. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Bruins will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the 1st half. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark it down at the 18. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. He's going for a big play downfield. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Time try to put points on the board right before the half.
Offside defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They'll run play action. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Offense working from the pistol. Using his legs as talent. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. He now has 61 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So,
oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bruins. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in both of them. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Breaks the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
At the 35, he's open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give from the gun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the ground with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Pitts.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Perkins. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. Second down coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wants to go up top. Flips it out to the back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Tight end now in motion. On the run, it's Allen. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Bruins are rolling down the field. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Makes the grab. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Power football with the run. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get outside. Finds a little space. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man.
Looking for the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Pure. Oh, they blocked it. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important. Get some cushion for the punt team. Here comes the heat. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. He leaves it with his back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And the Bruins are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking for room. It's Allen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Leads it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He leaves it with the back. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find